Morehead State cross-country coach Clay Dixon after the men's and women's cross-country teams just competed in the Thundering Herd Invitational. Coach, weather was not helpful today for producing quality times, and it certainly impacted a large group of our performers, several of whom weren't able to finish. But we did have 3 in the top 10, and overall, you got to be pleased at what you saw, certainly out of the folks that did finish.
Yeah, ladies did great. Just watching them go out there and just brave the heat. When you got weather like this, you can never really see their true fitness, and I believe that if they run next week or 2 weeks from now, you'll see a totally different, results. But I mean, even then, I think they did great. Just they went out there, competed, and they were aggressive right from the front, and it was just fun to watch. So.
Well, I think we have to point out Kaylin Holman, who I think was maybe our 5th runner or maybe 6th runner. Really a nice jump team placing wise for her. Obviously, this is the first meet, so maybe that's a good sign of things to come from her.
Yeah, she had a great track season this past spring, and it was just good to see that fitness carry over, and just really figure out what kind of an athlete she is. And I think some people do better with longer reps, some people do better with shorter reps, and we kind of just determine who needs to be broken into which groups. And I think we've really found her stride and her workouts and everything, and they're really working out.
The guys had about the same finish as last year. We had a couple guys also in the top 10. I believe we had 2. And a lot of newcomers on the guys' team. So what did you see out of their performance? And maybe we can touch on a few of them as well.
We have how many new freshmen we got? 8, 9. We got a ton on the men's side, and then just watching the last few weeks of practice, they're all so tightly bunched together, and I think any given day you could see a different result. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, just a 5K, so we may see a lot of change throughout the season as we add 2 extra miles in our first 8K in 2 weeks. But it was great just seeing everybody go out there and just kind of letting the chains loose and see what they could do. You said it, we had a handful of standout performances. It was Jacob, he did good, and Peyton, he was aggressive there too, and Kyler. And then I'd say one of the biggest jumps there you didn't really expect is Austin Montgomery. He really put the work in, and he's really turned things around, and you could see that he's a fine young athlete.
Austin was certainly one of the folks. Garrett West also had an outstanding performance, and all of our guys. The weather was not quite as problematic during the guys' race, and we had them all finished. So obviously that group did well. Anybody else? Any of the newcomers you saw things that you liked?
I'd highlight our 2 freshmen that led the freshman group. Would have been Ryan Rickendaler. He placed 4th in the men's for our men, and then Meredith Campbell. She was our 5 girl, I believe. That's good to see that we have a bright future there, and just a strong pack right there working up, and it'll be fun to watch over this season how they progress.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks very much for your time. Congratulations on today's results. Best of luck 2 weeks in Alabama.
This is the hottest day since 1953, so that's something. 70 years. You haven't seen this heat before.
Wow. All right. Thank you, sir.